Hey, what's going on, everyone? Man, it's been a crazy week right now in the barber industry. Thank you for checking out this video, clicking on this, and just supporting the channel. I am Reggie Winston, and this is the Better Barber channel. We just try to make barbers better here, man. And right now, we have in this video, we're going to talk about something that's really going crazy in our industry right now, and that's barber feuds. A couple weeks ago, they did the Barber versus, and 360 GZ went up against Chris Bossio. It was a very entertaining barber versus. I covered it in another video. I said who I think won. I think Chris Bossio won. It was just entertaining. It wasn't the most amazing barber battle I've seen, but it was just a good barber. It was a good, fun, entertaining situation. You know, you can tell the guys genuinely liked each other. Well, anyway, after that unravel and happened, Mr. Tyrik, I failed to remember his last name. What's Tyrik's last name? Tyrik Jackson, yes. Tyrik Jackson is a phenomenal barber, educator, barber battle specialist. Like, Tyrik really inspired me to see the art side of barbering. I seen his Barber Brothers show where he won $25,000 battling. It was one of the most amazing shows I've ever seen in my life, still to this day. Well, anyway, Tyrik is an educator. He owns a school, one of the best schools in the country for barbering. And he put out a video, or he went live with a couple other prominent barbers. And the topic was, is YouTube porn for barbers? And the situation is a lot of barbers get to barber schools and they feel like they know everything already because they've watched YouTube videos. And it sucks because they're going with this mentality that they can't learn anything, when in fact they can learn a whole lot. YouTube videos don't teach you everything, especially when you're searching for very specific things to learn. When you're just trying to learn how to fade, or you're just trying to learn how to do an edge up, you're going to miss out on a lot of other things that the curriculum teaches. And I know a lot of people complain about barber school didn't teach me anything. I'm going to say this. I went through the school and I learned a lot. But I was serious about my learning. I understood that I was coming out of pocket to learn. So I wanted to learn everything that I can do. Shout out to my school, Sherrills University, man. We really learned a lot there. But anyway, Tyrik, I guess, in the conversation talked about a conversation he had with Chris Bossio. Soon as Tyrik live went off, Chris Bossio went live with one of the people that Tyrik was live with, and that person was Erskine Reeves. So it's getting crazy. I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna let you see Chris Bossio's response to Tyrik's live and how Tyrik responded to it. I got some feelings about it. I share it with you as we watch this video. So let's go check it out. Let's rewind this thing. All right. So we're all the way at the back. Let's turn it up here on the TV so we can hear it. All right, let's go. Sorry about that. Turn it down. All right.
This is the conversation I had with him, with his fake ass. Okay.
So he's calling.
We can have a difference of
Tyrik
opinion.
Fake ass.
Still agree or disagree on things with respect for one another. I'm going to be speaking from actual fact.
You're watching some bullshit that Tyrik's fake ass put out. That is completely out of context.
That language there, y'all.
That's
Bro.
completely out of context. Don't use that. We're having a conversation. Right?
But hold on, what did you say?
I was about to say what the conversation was
as it relates to you was looking for a school, and what happened in Tampa.
So this is the conversation I had with him, with his fake ass. Okay. I had a school that held back someone who changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
This person wasn't just talking to me about doing hair, sanitation, or what was in the book. This person was not just doing enough to help me pass the test. This person was teaching me about potentially opening a school, opening a chain of schools, opening a chain of salons and barbershops, and that roof rent isn't everything.
Here we go, y'all. It's about to get real.
So hard for me to bite down. Even when I started the school, not my school, but the school I was working at, I spent 3 months in an office by myself, building curriculum, and it was excruciating for me because I wasn't in a place of creativity. And now I've sold curriculums to other schools. I built curriculums for other schools, and I teach it. I got retention tools.
I feel like this school is completely changing barbering out there. Like everything that barbering is right now in Russia is because of these two schools. And but they're more continued education. So what they'll do is like 5 week programs, or they'll do they'll even do like they'll find an educator once a month, and then they'll do like a 2-day course for those guys. And for me, I think it's working out brilliantly. And I was thinking of doing something like that here in the States. Now, it's not, obviously, nobody's going to be able to get their license, and you're going to have a license. It's continued education.
Right. I think those things are great. So it also is in China, and that's because it's not regulated. And I think that's amazing. If you're in the UK, they don't have regulated schools. They're trying to regulate this. So in the UK, where they complain that there's no education, in the United States, we're complaining that the education is bad. And I would agree that in most cases, I've said it a lot of times, which is why you guys do what you do, because guess what? Schools suck. They're not learning what they learn in school, so they're going to watch us. And then when they go to school, oh, I watch Bozzio, and I watch 360 Jeezy, and I watch these guys, so that's how I learned how to cut hair. Then they come to school, and they don't want to cut hair because they already know how to cut hair. Right? I'm big on regulation. Here's what I mean. If you don't have regulation, like in these other countries, they're hungry for education. That's why those quick programs work, because in the UK, you don't need a license. You can, the guy said it yesterday, but I was in there, and I was in London, and I witnessed it. You're a plumber one day, and then it's like, I'm gonna cut my cousin's hair. I did pretty good. I think I'm gonna open a barbershop. You just open a barbershop. I've been to shops, no disinfectant. I looked at clippers to shake myself up. I was like, hell, I ain't touching myself with that.
I believe in some regulation too. I mean, I just think that right now, the way things are, I just don't think it's working right now.
So I've heard some of your talks on how you think that the school systems aren't working and how it's a flawed system, is what you're saying.
It's just, for me, I do 12-hour classes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do 15.
I got you, but that's a way to market your 12-hour classes. So you're traveling, you go to those classes.
So, and the thing is too, that it's really hard when you're traveling and you're on tour and to give the best class that you can possibly do, because the environment just...
It might not be conducive for educational purposes.
So what I'm thinking is I think there's a world and a place definitely for schools that are currently here. But I also think that we always talk about, always be learning, and expos are great. Go to these expos.
I am Tyrik Jackson. So here, man, you can see that Tyrik is going through everything that he and Chris Bossio spoke on. Chris said they had a totally different conversation, but Tyrik has actually pulled up receipts. And when you pull up receipts, what can the person say at that point? And from my point of view, from what I've seen, Bozzio has yet to respond to this video. And from what Tyrik said, he was going to leave it alone, but the name calling really rubbed him the wrong way. Now he's ready to handle this situation. He said he's reached out to Bozzio. Bozzio hasn't responded, is not willing to have a conversation with him. I hope these gentlemen can get together and make something special. What I think they've already made is a conversation. That conversation is definitely a needed one. And in the conversation, you would see that they spoke about changing some curriculum. Tyrik said he's changed, like he created his own curriculum on top of the standard and the minimum that's required by the state, which is pretty dope. Tyrik really showed you a lot of stuff in his school. He, like I said, it's one of the best schools I've ever seen. But I want to see these gentlemen finally, like somebody need to be peacemaker or mediator, bring them face to face, not even over the phone, not over no live. They need to sit down face to face and have a real conversation, man to man. And hopefully, I love what Chris Bossio is doing. I love what Tyrik is doing. So I'm not here to choose any sides, but I think as men, as barbers, for the community, for the craft, it's okay to disagree, but you should also disagree respectfully. And from what I saw from Tyrik's, he didn't call Chris out of his name or call him names. He just kind of spoke on a conversation they had, that conversation actually, that we just watched. So let me know down in the comments, what are y'all feeling about it? Let's be mature about it. We ain't got to call nobody names in the comments. We ain't got to talk bad about nobody. But in that conversation, what are y'all feelings about school and learning, and what did you learn in school? Like, I learned a lot. Not only did I learn cutting hair and doing hair and styling, but I learned about life lessons, and I learned a lot in school. I must say, professionalism, sanitation. I learned a lot. So yeah, down in the comments, man, you ain't got to tell me if you team Tyrik, team Bozzio. That doesn't matter to me. And for us, this is the Better Barber podcast, man. Oh, not the podcast. This is the Better Barber channel, and we want to just make barbers better, man. And it ain't about chopping another barber down, man. So shout out to both of those guys for all their input and their influence in the industry. These are major players in our industry, and right now they're just not seeing eye to eye, which is fair. But hey, I don't appreciate the name calling somebody a fake ass, you know. So yeah, this is Reggie Winston, man. Hey, thank you for checking out the channel. If you like what you see, please hit that like. To see more videos, please subscribe, and I appreciate you. Y'all stay safe out here. Peace.